off. He's about 6 or 7 lengths in front as they settle down. And they come to the first of 16s. He steadies at it and gets over it well. They all jump it okay. In second is Izio, in third is Moscow Flyer. Not going a great gallop at all. They're not after this pacemaker one bit as they head down towards the second. The leader is Chenkos by 6 lengths or so to Izio. 3 away then in third is Moscow Flyer, a similar distance away Native Upmanship, a leisurely early gallop. Further back as they come towards this first ditch is Flagship Uber Ali's, followed by Loire Miguel, and right out the back is Strong Magic. Continuing their journey down the side now towards fence number 4, and the leader is Chenkos by a good 6 or 7 lengths. To in second, Izio. Back in the field, Flagship Uber Ali's wasn't too fluent at that. In third is Moscow Flyer, nicely settled for Garrity. 6 lengths away then in fourth is Native Upmanship, about 3 or 4 lengths further back in the field, Loire Miguel, who's back there in company with Strong Magic and Flagship Uber Ali's as they head now towards the fifth, the cross fence, and he ploughed through that Chenkos, got away with it okay though. No damage done, leads by 2 lengths to Izio. In third on the outside is Moscow Flyer, 2 or 3 lengths further back is Native Upmanship. They're followed by Loire Miguel, who's tucked away on the inside of Flagship Uber Ali's, and out wider is Strong Magic. Into the home straight now towards fence number 6, and the leader is Chenkos. He's setting a fairly good gallop now. They went slow early. Izio, not fluent at that, slight mistake. Jumping up into second now is Moscow Flyer, who's taking a bit of a tug there, followed by Native Upmanship, who's tracking Moscow Flyer as they go to this second ditch. Back in the field is Strong Magic, followed by Flagship Uber Ali's, and then on the inside last is Loire Miguel. Heading up now to one that'll be the last next time round, and it's Chenkos out in front, 2 lengths. To in second, Izio, anxious to go a little bit faster as they draw towards this one in front of the stands. In third then is Moscow Flyer. They're 3 or 4 lengths in advance of Loire Miguel, followed then by Native Upmanship. Further back in the field is Strong Magic, and Flagship Uber Ali's is last as they race past the judge with just under a circuit to travel in this 2.5 miler, the Martel Cognac Melling chase, and Chenkos is a length and a half clear. From in second place Izio, then in third is Moscow Flyer as they're almost back where they started now. A length further back is Loire Miguel with the yellow cap tucked away on the inside of Native Upmanship. 2 lengths to Flagship Uber Ali's, and Strong Magic is last. At the 9th, and leading over it is Chenkos, joined though by Izio, anxious to go on here. Moscow Flyer's awake to it though, and Barry Garrity is sticking in the slipstream of the leader as they continue their journey towards the next plain fence. Izio the leader, from in second Chenkos, then in third is Moscow Flyer. 4 lengths further back then Native Upmanship, just starting to amble up on the outside of Loire Miguel as they come to this third ditch, the second last on the far side, and he gets to work on Native Upmanship now. Flagship Uber Ali's is dropping out, and so too is Strong Magic. 5 out now, and the leader over it is Izio and Loire Miguel is gone. Loire Miguel has gone at the last one down the back. They've got 4 fences left to jump, and the leader is Izio by 2 lengths to Moscow Flyer. 2 away then is on the inside Native Upmanship taking closer order. 4 to Chenkos as they come now towards 4 out. The leader on the inside, Izio, jumps it well. From in second, Moscow Flyer. Native Upmanship, he's now starting to get to work, Conrad Dwyer, and a long gap to Chenkos as they're on the turn for home. 3 fences to jump in the home straight. Izio on the far side. Now starting to loom up is Moscow Flyer. They're 4 lengths to Native Upmanship, flat to the boards. 3 out, Izio the far side, Moscow Flyer the near side. Better jump by Izio. 6 or 8 lengths away then is Native Upmanship, and further back Chenkos. Coming up to the second last, far side Izio, near side Moscow Flyer. They jump it together, they touch down together. 8 or 10 lengths to Native Upmanship, who can't go on, and further back then is Chenkos. Moscow Flyer just gaining the upper hand now with 1 to jump. Goes 2 lengths in front of Izio and being punched along by Barry Garrity. It's Moscow Flyer, 2-3 lengths, steadies and gets over it. He's now 2 or 3 lengths in front of Izio, and 2.5 miles is going to make no difference to him. Moscow Flyer, he's put in a good round today and goes on to make amends for Cheltenham. He wins it by 4 or 5 lengths. Izio is second. Native Upmanship couldn't make it the hat-trick, has to settle for third, followed then by Chenkos, a long gap to Strong Magic, who is the only other finisher. The winner is number 5, Moscow Flyer. Ridden a peach of a race by Barry Garrity, owned by Brian Carney and trained by Jessica Harrington. Second is number 3, Izio, owned by Sir Peter and Lady Givings, trained by Nicky Henderson, ridden by Mick Fitzgerald. And third is number 6, Native Upmanship, owned by Mrs. Sue Magnier, trained by Arthur Moore and ridden by Conrad Dwyer. And fourth is Chenkos. Barry Garrity, there he is. He rides Monty's Pass tomorrow, and look at him, a big winner on the board. Number 1, Moscow Flyer, and what a performance it was.
Moscow Flyer, look for him, he's being settled there, and just see how his early mistake probably isn't a bad thing, because it puts him onto the bridle, you know, makes him pay attention.
Yeah, he was cat-like at times, but he jumped very, very well. I didn't quite see the mistake at the time, but he's nicely settled for Berry on the outside there. I see he's taken a little bit more of a hold now, but let's just watch him going to the fence there. Go on. He was very clever. Very, very clever. Again, he got there to 1.5, but he did a little bit more with his front end there. Now we turn into the back straight and we'll see the fall of Leroy Miguel.
Yes, now this was amazing because he made a very steady pace, being a pacemaker, and he made a steady pace. He just dropped back. Izio is now in front, but let's see what Leroy Miguel does here. He's just back in 5th place as we join him. So, Skew, I mean, it was a steady pace for a pacemaker.
It was, but I mean, I said we watched the horse Lord of the River, and he's done a similar type of thing. What happens to these fences down the back? You keep asking them, or they get longer and longer, and he's got there long there, and he just hasn't made it. Let's hope he's all right. But I thought Barry Garrity has ridden an absolutely fabulous race here. He's jumped him off in a decent. Leroy Miguel got up and he's okay, I'm told. So that's absolutely brilliant news. But Barry Garrity on Moscow Flyer, he's jumped him off in a nice position. He's got him settled, given him light to jump, and because he's up there, he hasn't had to make quick ground up during the race, and it's allowed him to stay better. He'd have probably stayed however he'd ridden him, but he hasn't put him under pressure, and from here he's gone away. And Richard, you said to me what I thought he did. He just pull up a little bit in front, but you watch his, he's so clever at the last here, looks at it with his ears pricked, love it, and just pops away like a little cat. Brilliant, lovely performance, real class performance. We still want to see him take on Azerty up over 2 miles.
We'd love to see that rematch, wouldn't we? And this victory must mean a great deal to his rider Barry Garrity, who blamed himself in many ways, though the horse possibly wasn't himself, wasn't jumping as well as he could.
Whenever you fall, you should have done something else.
Exactly.
It's a split decision. I do not blame him at all for that.
But hang on, we must just say well done, Izio. That was a big run from Izio.